Greetings everybody. So last night I was out here reviewing the Guava fruit, and while I was out here, the owner of the hotel I'm staying at, which is right behind me here, he walked by and he gave me an ice cream. I was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, well, here's something for you. And I handed him an Guava fruit. And he was like, oh, this one. I know this one. This is snake fruit. I'm like, no, it's not snake fruit, but you know snake fruit? He's like, yeah, I grow it over here on my property. I'm like, really? Like, what else do you grow? He's like, oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of things. So here, let me show you. And he showed me like all these interesting fruits he has. He has a vanilla vine, he has a banana, he's got like a few different guavas, including one that I actually haven't had before, one that he said that he got in Brazil. So I'm going to review that, and shout out to Hotel Roadies in San Isidro de El General. He's got a nice little collection of plants right outside on his property. It just kind of shows you like what the atmosphere is like in a city where like anything grows. People grow interesting plants here. This is just like what life is like. You know, you can throw a seed in the ground and it turns into a tree. Why not? So here's the guava in question. It's very small, and I believe he said it's from Brazil, but I've never seen this before. I've never been to Brazil before either, so maybe that's why. And it's I keep saying it, but it's small. It's like the size of a grape. It's very seedy, and it's very small. So it's maybe not the most practical of guavas, but the flavor on it is quite nice. It's pretty tart. It's like 8 out of 10 on tartness. A little bit sweet. Maybe like a 4 out of 10. And I mean, it tastes like a guava. It tastes like a regular guava. It doesn't taste especially different. I want to say it's got a little bit of like a berry flavor to it, but I think guavas might already have a little bit of that in it. The texture on it is nice and soft. You know, like some guavas can be pretty hard. This one isn't. The seeds and the size of it are not super appealing to eat out of hand, but this would be really good to make a juice out of. And the flavor in it is pretty concentrated, nice strong guava taste. So yeah, it's got its use for sure. But the best thing is just like how I got it. You know, just like having a brief interaction with somebody where I give them a fruit and they're like, oh, you gave me something? Here's one for you in return. And not a bad exchange. I would like to give a big shout out to Loftyrex and Smarter Every Day. They are mega patrons over on Patreon.com. Patreon.com is basically how I can afford to go on all the adventures I do on this channel. So if you enjoy my series and you want to help support me, check out the link in the description below. If you don't want to go on Patreon, I also have t-shirts for sale like this one here, the Durian Anatomy shirt. That is available on my website, which I also put in the description below. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next time.